Hi, I'm Kyra Gaines, and I'm auditioning for Family Feud Seattle. I thought I'd just add that there, a little razzle dazzle. So first of all, welcome. It's just me tonight. So, as many of you know, we're dealing with the pandemic, and my family is doing the responsible thing and social distancing at the moment so that we could be able to spend the holidays together. We have all, gotten our COVID tests and are going to quarantine for the next few days to make sure that everyone's being safe. So I'm happy to be the spokesperson for the family tonight. So if you can start with me. My name is Kyra Gaines. I'm 29 years old, and I work full-time for Family Foundation, and then I also work for two of the greatest gyms in the Pacific Northwest, Spoon-Fed Training and The Six. Shameless plug. So let's get into my family. We'll start with Dad. Ronnie Gaines, aka The Unit. We call him that because he is definitely the unit, the force that keeps my family together. My dad is super chill, super intelligent. Definitely, who I took after, but don't tell my mom. No. So my dad is an Army vet. That's actually how we ended up in Washington from Georgia years ago. And I've resided here ever since. Washington's definitely home. So Dad got out of the military, joined the U.S. Postal Service as a mail handler, and then he also has his own handyman service called Gaines Detailing, which he's done that for, I think, 20 plus years as well. I actually lose track. But phenomenal dad, father, literally just all around great guy. I used to say I went off for college and came back. I should also mention my family is very involved with their local church. They do all types of things. So that's literally like their second home. But anyways, when I would come back from college, I would come home and then hearing people saying things like, "Oh, where's Dad?" So I'm like, "Dad who? I know you're not referring to my father. He only has 2 children." But that just goes to say he adopted all of these kids and just has a lot of people that really look up to him. He's a phenomenal guy. Then you have my mother, Elizabeth Gaines. She is definitely the queen of the household, honey, okay? And she will get you together. She keeps everyone in line, including myself. It runs an orderly household. My mom, she is literally one of the most generous and loving human beings I've ever met. Growing up, there was always somebody else's kids in her house. It was not abnormal to have people over. Whether she's feeding, babysitting, raising. She took in her sister's kids when I was like in middle school, so I actually consider 2 of my cousins like other siblings. That's how close we are. So my mom, she has owned a salon and has worked in it for over 20 years, Here by Faith. That is literally her baby. That was like my first job growing up, sweeping floors and folding towels. So I come from a family of entrepreneurs, very hard-working people, and I'm proud. I'm proud to be a part of my family. Next we have my brother Joe. He is 37 years old. I call him a mama's boy. He's also my mom's favorite child. We all know this. It's no secret. Joe, now he's an awesome big brother. Everyone calls me his second mom because he comes to me for everything. And it's like, who is the eldest here? But no, we have a great relationship. And I can always just call him if I ever need him to do anything, help me move, watch over like my dog and whatnot, he's just always there. So I'm a lucky little sister to have him. Moving on, next we have my cousin's sister, Kendra. She's 37 years old. She has 3 lovely, energetic little boys, Kenneth, Kennedy, and Wyatt, that keep us all on our toes. I call them my nephews. They're honestly have been the greatest probably addition to our family. You know, as we gotten older, we've all kind of like went our separate ways, but we were definitely still much in contact. And then when Kendra and the boys moved back with my parents, it just really grew us even closer, because now we all have to kind of be active with helping like raise these young boys. And so love my cousin, love those kids. And lastly, we have my cousin Ricardo, cousin brother Ricardo. He is also active military in the reserves. He just had his first son back in June. So our family's growing. It's just really amazing. We have just a really dope dynamic with each other. Like, we joke all day. All day. Like, people always wonder, like, you have such, what's the word? People always say, oh, you have such, like, high self-esteem. I say, you know why? Because I grew up in a family household where they would talk about you, and we, again, clown each other, but at the same time, it's still, like, always love. And so there's not really much you could say to me that would really hurt my feelings to the extent of I feel like I gotta go and, you know, run and hide somewhere. Family held that down from day one, okay? And so, I guess kind of like what roles we take. Me and my dad definitely a lot more similar in personality. Like, we're witty. We can take the jokes. We can, you know when to jab, know when to hold back a little bit. And so we have the card game of Family Feud. And we used to always say, like, oh, we ever do this, we know who's going and who's staying. And so now that we have this opportunity, it's like, uh-oh, somebody's feelings are going to get hurt. Just know that I was always one of the selected ones, okay? We know I work a little under pressure, and I hold my own, as always, okay? So, I didn't know, we play this card game, and we get a good kind of like feel for how one would do. And some of my family members, I won't call out any names, but they just, when the clock is ticking, you gotta be quick with it. You gotta be quick with it. And they struggle with that. So I do feel like we have to make a selection of which 5 would go. That would be pretty easy, actually. So, overall, I have a really amazing family. This year has been really interesting because with COVID, we weren't able to take like our annual cruise and in-person gatherings. I've definitely dialed back. Even now, the reason why they weren't able to even do this audition video with me was because we're all social distancing, so we can be together as a unit for the holidays. So we're trying to be responsible, but it is tough because even though we're still texting and sending videos, it's just like nothing like getting a hug from the person you love or the people you love the most. But we're adjusting, and I'm grateful for technology. We can video chat. My dad's always talking about like back in the day when he was deployed in Saudi Arabia, how him and my mom, like to this day, they still have like their love letters to each other, which is so like cheesy but so cute, like no one writes letters these days. And I don't know, I'm just really grateful to have such family history and great family history, great lineage, and just DNA. Like, I rep hard for my family, and I I feel like we'd be a great fit for this show. We not only bring like the energy, we come with it. We're very competitive, okay? We get some very heated debates about all types of stuff. We don't really dabble with politics too much because we have very clear, distinct rules with stuff, but for the most part, end of the day, like when we close the book, I can walk away knowing my family has my back always. We can all walk away knowing we have each other. And that's what, keeps us close. So please have us on the show. I would love to be there, and I know they would too. And hopefully this small segment gives you a piece of what is to come. Ciao.